Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with the Happy Hour collection. All year round cards, holiday cards, Halloween cards, everything is here in this amazing collection designed by Josie at Spellbinders. So let's take a closer look at this. But before we get started with the Happy Hour collection, I wanted to remind you that you can enter to win the 12 Days of Stitchmas Advent Calendar. I'm going to link my spoiler video here if you want to take a look at day 1. See all the goodies in this one. But you can enter to win 12 Days of Stitchmas, the Advent Calendar that you will open up in December, and the Stitch Along add-on kit. All 3 items. I will link the entry form below. You have until September 15th to enter to win. Yay! All right, now let's get into all the Josie goodness of the Happy Hour collection. Let's get started. In this collection, there are 9 items. You have Better Press, both a background, sentiment, a fabulous foundation die. Can't get enough of this foundation die. There's a 3D embossing folder, 2 main die sets, and then here are the elements to decorate the main die sets. 3 of them for different seasons. Think summer or travel, and then Christmas and Halloween. So let's start off with those 2 main die sets. Here are the 2 cocktail glasses. I love these. They're so pretty. This is the Olive Martinis die set, and this one is the Sunset in a Glass. Here you're getting 2 styles of glass, and at the Spellbinders workshop in Arizona, the one that I attended with Spellbinders and Creative Escape, Josie did a presentation. This whole collection is her baby. She collects all these types of glass, and she was inspired to turn it into a fabulous crafty collection, and everybody was just giggling when they were playing with this at the workshop. So let's start off with Sunset in a Glass. Can't you see this one? Key West vacation, your cruise, Hawaii, anywhere, anytime. Your backyard party. This would be a great one. This is 4.5 inch tall by 2 1/4 inch wide. It does have a little space here. Both of them do. Like you could turn it into a shaker. This one now, the Olive Martini, 4 1/4 as well, 3 1/4 inch wide. So Sunset in a Glass is more a glass with that sunset scene. You get water, land, clouds. So you could really have this one as your fun set in terms of having that whole sunset theme. The shape of the glass is fun and interesting. You get a straw, you get a little stir stick. This piece right here decorates in here to give you the look of your glass having liquid in it. You know, that whole 3D look. And then you also get this little tag that can work with this collection and outside of. You get the drop-in hello. So 2 tags. So this one is Sunset in a Glass. Can I say love? Love it then, still loving it now, having fun with it. But these are fun because you can do them in any theme too. Now with the Olive Martinis, here are the olives. This is like one of those little pearl onions. I think this is a sprig of something like thyme or something. And then there's a little floral element with some little buds. Josie said in Arizona, there is a little, I don't know if it's a bar pub style, but they have these little specialty cocktails and then they decorate it a certain way. So she was inspired by that. Isn't that fun? So if you go out with your friends, you know, you could put little elements based on what you get. And then look at that little toothpick. Love that. So the toothpick can go through the olives. This is like a little orange slice or maybe a lime slice, anything. This could be coffee beans, chocolate chips, any little sprinkle of something in your glass. Then this is that drop-in for the martini. This is one of the layers. And then that's the top. Like, let's say you wanted to have a cocktail that has different layers. See on the front, this is like a chocolate martini. And then that's a standard martini. So fun. So Olive Martinis and Sunset in a Glass. For those cocktail glasses, Tropical Flair. This one has a little flamingo, cherries. Think of this like your island vacation set. So fun. Love the small elements. Even that flamingo is a nice small size, like about 1 1/4 inch. tropical leaves in a smaller sizing as well. This die set can play with the whole of the May kit club. And in that kit club, there was the toucan, the small die of the month back in stock. So I'll put a link below for it so you can check it out if you wanted to take a look at that goodie, because it's been out of stock for so long. The flamingo, etc. So this is a great one. Tropical flare dies. Then there is the Christmas cocktails. This is fun. You get the nice big bow, a straw, Santa's belt, gingerbread, Santa's hat, peppermint, a little present, and then all these floral and foliage elements for the holidays. And then there is the Boo cocktails die. Love, love, love. There are so many examples by Spellbinders makers for this as well. So love this. 16 dies in here. This skeleton hand, Josie. Love, love. And it's not like spooky. You could turn it spooky, but it's not spooky. It's more fun and playful and light and perfect. If you do host Halloween parties, this is a great set for that. You get the witch hat, you get her boots, little zombie hands. Here, these are for bubbles. These are fabulous drips. You can have drips on your glass, drips coming off the hand. And then here's skeleton. This is an eyeball. That dresses up that eyeball, I believe. This piece right here goes behind here for the layer of black. So you don't have to piece this back in, but you could if you want it to be on level. Look at this fabulous bat. I love a good bat. That's a good bat. The bat can be put here on the little toothpick as well. Love, love, love. All these elements. Up next, 2 Better Press sets. There is a sentiment set here. Cheers, sentiment, press plate, and die. It will look like this when you press it out. You can also glimmer this, and then you die cut it. So this one comes with a lot of sentiments. Some for Halloween, here for the boobs. Cheers, babe. Cheers to you. Let your spirit shine. Sip, sip, hooray. Cheers on your birthday. Happy New Year. So there's lots of occasions that we celebrate with some fun spirits. Then there's this excitement. This is the Classy Glasses Press Plate and Stencil. This comes as a bundle. It's only one stencil anyway. So this is uber pretty. I've seen this used for all year round, Christmas, Halloween. I better press it and I glimmered it. This will fit on an A2 card. But this is something I just recently did. Look how beautiful it is on navy cardstock. This is Spellbinders Indigo cardstock with Prism hot foil roll. Look how elegant this is. Love, love, love. Glimmers very well. Presses like a dream. So this one is a fun one to add, because if you're having any events too, something at work you want to celebrate, this is a nice background. You want to do thank you for coming to the bridal shower, some sort of celebratory. This is a great background for that. Look how pretty this is. When I did it on the navy blue, that's when I realized, oh, this gets very elegant very quickly. It's also pretty and fun, and you'll see it in my examples, but when you change that color, change that background cardstock, it just turned up the dial on this one. So Classy Glasses, Press Plate, and Stencil. Can't wait to use this. So that is fun for Better Press. This beauty right here, I love the Perfect Touch rectangles. Largest die in here is an A2, then it comes all the way in to a beautiful tag. So it's the Perfect Touch rectangles and tag dies. Love, love, love this little detail. We'll take a look at my examples and you'll see this more in action. Fabulous set. And lastly, crafters, here is the Lush Leaves 3D embossing folder. 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. You would use the universal plate system for this. This can also play very well with the May and June Kit Club. Both of them are summer themed. So this is a nice addition. If you didn't want to get the cocktail glass, but you wanted to get maybe the tropical flare, bits and pieces, and this foundation die. Put it in your wish list. This is one that you might come back to. You'll see it over and over again. You're like, oh yeah, what was that one again? Go in your wish list and you'll find it. That Perfect Touch. Okay, let's look at my examples. Here is my Christmas cocktail. So here I did Better Press. This is on porcelain cotton card with Thunder Better Press ink. So if I had used black Better Press ink, this would be more pronounced, but I wanted it to be more subtle. Then I came on with some pink distress oxide and did a little blending. It's more fun and playful here, but you could take these elements, put them over here, and then it becomes a more elegant card in 2 seconds just because of the background. Love, 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 love. So that's the classy glass. For the martini glass, you're looking at a combination of olive martinis and the Christmas cocktails, okay? So the glass is cut out, and so are the foliage, using the treasured cardstock. Love this. 15 sheets, 3 of 5 styles. Your 5 styles: glitter metallic cardstock, matte metallic, brush metallic, mirror metallic, and pearl metallic. There is silver, gold. Oh, I have 2 silvers and a rose gold. I don't know where my rose gold is. It's such a low price point for what you're getting. Love, 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 love. So here is the martini glass. The straw and everything else is over here. This is the foliage right there for the holly and berry. Up here for the pine, gingerbread. The layers in here for my somewhat of a Cosmo Christmas cocktail is right here. You see the layers? And then here's my little gingerbread. I put that on the top, put some more sprigs. That's like a piece of mint. And then that's a little straw. Isn't that fabulous against that background? For the sentiment, I came into Cheers Sentiments. I'm still loving pressing this. I have not glimmered this. My glimmer machine is beginning to wonder what's going on. I haven't used it. And then for the matting layer and the bottom, because when I pressed this, it probably ended up looking like this too, where it wasn't perfectly straight. So I came in with precision layering A2, A, and B. 16 dies in each. In set A, your largest die is 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch, which is a true A2. That's what you're seeing here in this charcoal gray cardstock. This is Spellbinders graphite cardstock. Works perfectly with that Thunder Better Press ink. That second layer comes into the largest die here, which is 1/8 of an inch shorter than that one. So when you go between the layers, you'll get 1/8 of an inch, which all the way around is really 1/16 of an inch. That's why it's a thin layer. But I just wanted this little bit of gray to break away from all the pattern and everything, just to kind of bring the card back together. So love. And this sentiment. Now my little gems in here, which represent the bubbles. Peach blush gems. Love these new gems at Spellbinders. They're not brand new right now, but they're still new enough. So card number 1 uses 4 new items from the Happy Hour collection. It's so easy to mix, match, and play within this collection, and also incorporate other things from outside if you wish. The glasses are a blank canvas for you to build on. So love. And that background, just inspiring. So pretty, so pretty. Crafters, I'm going to do a little sidebar, not a big sidebar. From the Spellbinders workshop, we did this in the workshop. I made the card, yes, but not. So you see how you could do the whole theme, and then you could just also do the standard card for Let's Celebrate anything. So this one incorporates also the Christmas cocktails. There's the bow. Here again, we're using the treasured cardstock in silver. And then here we did it as a shaker. So you see how that's done? They gave us the little bits and the acetate. There's the olives. There's a little toothpick. There's a little flower. The flower comes from in here from the Christmas cocktails. And so does that bow. And then the sentiment. Love, love, love. So I just wanted to show you how you could do it completely different. Both of them are ink blended. So this one is cardstock. That's porcelain cotton card. Up next, crafters, I made this card. These 2 I made during the Weekender workshop. So I'm just showing you where you could go with it. With the both of them, I'm using now the Sunset in a Glass die. This was supposed to be a shaker, but during the Weekender, my acetate wasn't working out. So I just said, oh, forget it. Because I needed to keep up with what was going on. I believe this was taught as a live class too. So I wanted to keep up with it. Kim taught it, and she did all this fabulous ink blending. And the main elements you're seeing is that tropical flair. Are you feeling the Make It Club playing into this? I certainly do. All the fun and play with the tropical flair dies. Look how much you can get out of it. What I did here, which is a South Beach party invitation. This one is just using the elements alone, and then a circle. The circle comes from Everlasting Circles. And then here, building another scene on a mini slimline card. Love! So this is just fun and play all different ways, even though it's one die set. Tropical Flare. Fun. So the background is all of the Lush Leaves 3D embossing folder. This is blended with Distress Oxide and Splatter. And then here I just blended on with some dye ink. Love, love, love. This is a fantastic 3D embossing folder. So super pretty, especially if you wanted to have something for summertime that really inspires everything that goes on top of it. Yeah, this is a must add. Like if Spellbinders did not send it to me, oh, it would have been in the cart long ago. Because I love the way the leaves look. I like how it has a nice 3D look and how it takes to the ink so well. Super pretty embossing folder. Let me go ahead and remove these and now talk about my example. I used the sunset glass, this large piece, and then this little piece right here. On this card, the dye inks I'm using, combination, Gina K and Alta New Fresh Dye Ink, okay? I started off with this cardstock. This is Concord and Ninth. It's a watermelon cardstock. I wanted it to be South Beach, but the flamingo is in this corally shrimp colorway. That's what dictated the glass, okay? This is a 5x7 card. So then I came on with Tropical Flare, put the umbrella. Here is where I was also using the Treasured cardstock in rose gold. So pretty. Here is a little flamingo. Here is the flowers all over, large and small. Then the little foliage bits. This is cut out with Peridot and Rainforest cardstock. The background with the embossing folder. This is fern cardstock. The fern was looking so bright against this. It was too much bright on bright. So I needed to tone down the fern cardstock. I used Alta New Fresh Dye ink in a bright green into a darker green using Spellbinders large blending brush. Crafters, I love this. It's a 2-pack. I have bought some extra sets. It's been going on sale lately. So this will be my green one. I'm not going to buy a lot of them. I'm going to buy one in each color. Normally, I'd buy a dark green one and another brush for light green, but I think one brush can serve for both light and dark. And I did blending like so. Super easy, and I had lots of fun blending here. Right here is about the fern cardstock. Down here is much darker, and I did the sides coming around here too. So this made this easy, fun, even on top of this raised surface, because I did blend after I embossed it, not before. Very handy with this little tool right here. Love the large blending brush at Spellbinders. Put this glass on top, and I think this colorway works with the green so well. To me, this is just looking so South Beach and Florida. And then I also did the little lemon bit there for the bubbles, because this is a fizzy drink. I use the dimensional dots in clear, okay? For the sentiment, that one comes into Simon Hurley from the birthday bash video. I will link my video here so you can take a look at it. I loved the birthday sentiments hot foil plate. You just glimmer it once, die cut it once, you get a bunch of sentiments, black cardstock, matte gold hot foil roll. I love the You're Invited, so this is now turning this into an invitation. I could have brought it down to an A2, maybe even made a smaller card. This could also work as a smaller card and then put the You're Invited. You see how you could give folks a little note card, You're Invited, and do this whole thing. If you're having a cocktail party, a barbecue, and you want to do invitations or thanks for coming, look at these glasses. They just really give that starting place for you to go with, and it's fun and easy to play with. That's why I have so many cards with them. Love this. To separate my glass from that background, it is Essential Modern Ovals, because I do have tone on tone, but I needed here to be quiet than there. I use one of the smaller dies in here. The largest one is 3 1/4 by 5.5 inch, and just layered up and had fun. Love this card. All right, now let's get into Halloween. Here is the Halloween cards. Look at the hand. Love, love, love. Josie taught us in the workshop how to put it together. Dab a glue here, dab a glue here. Nobody put glue here, just on these edges, okay? And it does work because it gives a natural bend. So that's a little tip if you got this set. This is what we made in the workshop. Here in the background, this is glimmered, and this looks like lunar cardstock, graphite cardstock. This is prism hot foil roll. Here's a perfect example of using precision layering dies. These two beauties that have been going on sale, and I always take a moment during my Steals and Deals video for these two great foundation dies. At the workshop, we got this as a bigger piece like this. We used our trimmer. So you see what happened when I used my trimmer to cut it down. Try to make it as straight as possible. Here, you can see I glimmered it and it's not straight. You can see that it's going at an angle. Here, this is when I use the die on the top. So you see the difference of using a die to cut out a background as opposed to going with a trimmer and trying to straighten it out and you're not 100% sure if it's straight. And then look at the bottom too. So I don't have it falling the way I'd like. I had a moment at that event where I was like, gosh, I wish I had precision layering for this. So I just wanted to take a moment just to show you how fabulous, again, precision layering A2, A, and B. If your budget is tight, only get set A. Your increments, though, will be 1/4 of an inch apart, okay? 1/8 of an inch on each side, but at least your largest die will be an A2, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch. This is so pretty, but then this was driving me crazy at the bottom. But it is what it is. This is all Spellbinders purples. Right here at the back, this is brushed black cardstock, perfect for the bat. And then crafters, there is just for the booze from the Cheer Sentiments, which I used over here as well. You see how the witch boot is here, the stockings. I decided to make another example, but I did not want to use the martini glass. I wanted to make a bigger card. So this is A2, 5x7. Now this card has a story. So Fiona from the Happy Hauntings collection, I will link my video here. This is the dancing Fiona die. She's a little witch and she's just so cute. When I saw the name Fiona on the die, I was thinking Shrek Green. So Fiona is a witch. She has her spell books. She wants a cocktail. She opens up her spell book. She finds her brew cocktail, and this is what she made. Okay, that's the story from here to here. Having too much fun. The items I use from the Happy Hour collection. Boo cocktail dies to decorate it in that Halloween theme. Sunset in a glass. Also the sentiment from the Cheer Sentiments press plate and die. The witch hat is here. The bat is here on the spine of one of her little spell books. It's so fun. Look at the bat. Here I use glossy accent on the bat. Here you can see the skulls. And then look at the skeleton hand. There's the zombies coming out. They're like little helping hands helping Fiona make her drink. The witch boots coming up into this piece right here. And then I did ink blend this again with Alta New Fresh Dye ink and some Gina K2 in purples going into a swampy green. For my drips, I'm coming into here. This part is the straw from in here in that same treasured cardstock in glitter. And I put some small skulls, did a little eyeball, some more glossy accent, and then topped it off with a witch hat. So by the time I did this, it was so tall, it needed to be on a 5x7. Seeing that this looks like a potion, an elixir from the March Kit Club. Love this. This is a storytelling kit club. Here it is telling a story, but for Halloween. This is called the Classic Tales die. This is a large die of the month. Here is the open book. I just did some ink blending. The book spines are here. So fun. Again, Spellbinders cardstock in purple, but I came on with a little pouncer. Pounced on some of that silver metallic pigment ink, a little bit of Distress Oxide in black, just really toning it down and mudding it up for Halloween. I love Halloween crafting. I'll say it again, crazy colors, it all works for me. I was just so happy. I could have kept on going and telling a story with this. By the time I was done with this card, I was like, this could be a mini album cover. I like that I had the book open and then coming straight up. And then these are on the side, just decorative. I am using Essential Modern Ovals. In here now, both this layer and this layer, the Plaster 3D embossing folder. Love, 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 love. Love, love. Fabulous background. Here I have it plain, au natural. So pretty. Look how it looks so fabulous on black cardstock. And I love the textural feel. someone would just love the feel of this. The beauty of it too, it does really work easily for masculine cards. Just keep using it over and over again. You could do any kind of treatment on it too. Here it is with that Brutus Monroe Shimmer Mist in Pearl. I was saying put it on the floor in a box, stand up and spray. This was done before this. Look how it's now coming into like true splatter. This is at a even higher, like I'm lifting up my hand almost to my face and spraying it down. Now when you're spraying, it's not going to spray like this. I only have one bottle and it comes out as if it's under pressure, but it's not. It comes out as a stream. So I have to go really high to do it. But because it comes out in a stream, it's not spraying everywhere. It's not going wide. So this is now it even higher. And look at all that detail. Here's that same plaster with Yana's Poppy collection. I'll link it here because this is a beautiful collection. But you see how she can be elegant and beautiful, scary, birthday, bring in all your masculine fun cards too with this one. This is just generally not the easiest card to make for card makers. And I think this is a great foundation to start with. Did cut this out 5x7. Then I cut out the oval here, pieced it back purposely in here about there. Way that the embossing folder is going, it goes straight into each other like the lines go in. I did piece it back like a puzzle. I was in a mood, so I was enjoying this whole storytelling. If I had done it in maybe the white, you would see it more clearly, but I know what I did. I didn't want my plaster pattern here to compete with out here, so it goes straight into each other, even though I have splatter on it. This card is just giving me like back in my mini album days when I told a whole story with a cover. This is giving me that. So it all started with Sunset in a Glass and a fantastic Halloween die. Next thing I know, Fiona, she's coming out to then tell a story with her elixir. All right, crafters, I have one more item to show you. I made 3 cards within the Happy Hour collection, but I didn't make any of those cards using the Perfect Touch rectangles. These are cards that are outside of the collection, but they're fabulous. So I already did link the Happy Hauntings collection. That is also where Fiona comes from. Look how it is so fabulous here layered up. Look at that detail. Even in black cardstock, doesn't it almost look quilted and puffed? I think it's the narrow distance of the U-shaped detail that gives a nice, almost raised look to this die. It's super pretty. Here it is with better press, and then here it is with this amazing little die. In a whole different application, this is now for fall. This is with the September Kit Club. Stencil of the month. Look how amazing this stencil of the month is. And this is the wax seal of the month. Also amazing. Look at that background. Clearly like it in 2 layers. That's all I keep using. The outer layer, which is an A2, and then this coming a 1/4 inch shorter, okay? The distance here is not bothering me. Sometimes I like my distance to be tighter. That's a tighter distance. If you wanted to make a layer in between these two, then you come back in to precision layering, and you would use one of set B in here, because set A would give you these 2. You would use set B in here to get a little matting layer. If you wanted to break it from here to here with a different color, maybe orange in here or something like that. In summary, crafters, that is it. Still have some more fun than with that Christmas one. I'm seeing more fall, Halloween, and then summer, and then this is an all year round card. That one Christmas, and you can use these elements for a lot of other things too. Josie, your hobby has made a fabulous collection that we just can't get enough of. I love it. Everything will be detailed and linked below. Josie, again, 2 thumbs up times 2 for an amazing collection. I can't wait to be inspired to do something super elegant with this one. Okay, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.